Let's talk a little bit about my new hobby. I mentioned, I think it was last week during audience questions, somebody asked if I would take up new hobbies. And I said, I'm actually interested in finding some new hobby. I don't know exactly what it will be. And I got a ton of suggestions, Lewis. Let's go through some of these. Matt said I should take up karate, or karate, as I believe some people like to pronounce it. They apparently those people don't know that I was a white belt with a green tip, I believe it was, when I was about 7 years old. I went on a trip to visit my family in Argentina and never went back. Heather wrote to me suggesting that I get into the hobby of carving tiny furniture for dollhouses like Lester Freeman in The Wire. James wrote to me saying I should take up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Mike suggested woodworking. Knitting was suggested. Bird watching. There is no chance that my new hobby is going to be bird watching. Powerlifting was suggested. Doing Rubik's Cubes. That I don't think is going to happen. Carpentry, which is pretty general, but it seems interesting. Surfing. Not going to work for me living in Boston, although I do know people in Boston that surf year-round in the freezing cold water. Video games is a new hobby. I do enough sitting in front of screens. The whole point of a new hobby for me is not to do that. And archery was suggested. And of course, Lewis, you always are going to have something like this when we have any suggestion relating to our personal lives. Tandem gay bike riding was suggested as a new hobby for me. Do any of these tickle your fancy?
Well, for me, I think as someone who has taken a little bit of karate, I would do that if it were easy and I thought I had time. Same applies to jujitsu. I think it could be fun, and it's a good hobby because it's physical and it gets you. You're not sitting down. You're active. It's healthy. Those are healthy hobbies. But for me, I think I would want to do something a bit more artistic. And so, as people know, I have been doing some painting. Maybe I'll get into that. Maybe I'll buy some supplies and do a bit more of that.
Interesting. Yeah. Now, what about is bird watching something that strikes you as interesting?
Not at all. I appreciate birds, but standing around with binoculars is not my idea of a hobby.
I feel like we're being too dismissive of it. Like, I know that people really do like it. You do. I mean, generally, you're outside when you're bird watching. You're in different wilderness areas and what have you. So we know that there's a health benefit to spending time in the great outdoors and what have you. You may be hiking to where it is that you watch the birds. I think it may be more athletic than maybe we're giving it credit for.
That's true, but I would rather hike up to somewhere that has a nice view and look for scenic spots and things like that. But the stopping and the waiting and the looking for birds with binoculars and things like that, I don't think I would enjoy that.
All right. Which of these hobbies should Lewis take up? Which of these hobbies should I take up? You can reach us on Twitter. The show is at David Pakman Show. I am at D Pakman, and Lewis is at Lewis Motamedi, LOUIS MOTAMEDI. We've got a great program for you today.